clapping my hands, which means we're gonna go ahead and get started. Who remembers what happened last time?
Talk to you. Actually, mind if I just like mute myself and just hang out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you.
Hell yeah.
I just realized
you could be
I
an
was about to...
NPC.
Cause like otherwise, I'm just sitting alone in my room.
I was gonna say I couldn't stop you if I tried. Then I realized I could actually kick you. Call.
Oh,
But I'm not
you
going
absolutely could. That's why I figured I would ask for permission first.
I see. I see.
It's always better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
Well, we can go ahead and sit you in the tabletop RPG cuck chair. Back to the game. Now, who remembers what happened last time?
Well, we did multiple things.
You did.
Yeah. So we ended up going to well, Tansy said that she had to do two things, which was talk to the father at the temple and get a copper rod from a guy named Smithy.
Technically, it was go to a smith and get a copper rod made, but she interpreted it as go to a guy named Smithy.
No wonder I was reading that in my notes and I was like, is that okay? Anyways, then we met a tiefling woman named Alphawada, who a few people simped after. We followed her we followed her later on into the pump house, where we found out that her and her people have been killing people and sacrificing them, including some people that I know. I forgot to bring up the fact that she stole an artifact from the temple.
No, she was given the artifact.
After a spell, come on. I didn't forget that. Yeah, we found corpses. We ended up killing all of Alpha Wadi's people, including her. And now the guards are here.
No.
And then
No, she's knocked out, and so is one of the.
Oh yes, my apologies.
I didn't kill anybody. I knocked out
Tansy,
the main guy and
Tansy
one of
went
the
on a
cultists.
massacre.
Yeah, Tansy's a murderer.
And all the evidence of my kills has been thrown down the ravine. I'm a doctor. I'm here to try and save lives.
Do no
Yeah,
harm was just a suggestion.
I'm saving lives by stopping them from killing other people. Anyways, we basically just ended it off with Tansy looking at the guards and going, "It wasn't me."
That's right.
And
you
that
did
worked.
roll a 26.
I'm innocent. Yes. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, and so that's where we ended off. You guys are in the excavation site, towards the center of town. This is an area where people have begun digging into the Undercity, more or less, trying their damnedest to find out what's going on underneath the city proper here. Because the city's an old city, and it's built atop a seemingly ancient network of pipes. It behooves you all to study it. So this is where you currently are, or it's where you were, until you were all led away by you were not here. I need to untag that as a party member. You were led away by the guards, who, even if they believe that Tansy didn't do anything, they need to figure out what happened because, as stated, there were a lot of dead bodies. There were a lot of dead bodies. And so, unfortunately, the first step would be to take you guys back to the station as you guys are led through the city to City Hall. City Hall is towards the center of town. It is still an area where it is quite warm. Meltwater flows from the different sections of the city, and an old building that bears the marks of what was once a merchant guild house before it was changed into a city hall of sorts. Here you find where the guards conduct their business. The Mayor Coltor lives here as well. You guys are led by the guards, who are treating you with courtesy, I'll say. They're not treating you gently, but they're treating you courteously because they believe Tansy didn't do it, and if Tansy didn't do it, it was probably that tiefling. But, I don't know.
Look.
I'm a doctor.
I can say On her behalf, I did not see her kill anybody.
Oh, you don't gotta worry about that quite
Did you
yet.
see me?
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get you all separated out, get you questions done. Standard procedure. And they left some guards there to secure the crime scene. One of them is carrying Alphawada, and the other one's carrying a random unnamed cultist who does have a name, but no one knows it yet. Just have to say its name. Yeah, you guys are led into the city hall. Yep, everyone seems to be split up. One of them is going to take Tansy and ask her to go ahead. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, Miss Tansy, was it? Could you go ahead and just wait here in the lobby? We'll have some questions for you, but first we need to interview some of your associates. Cool. Go ahead and roll me a deception check. If you roll another nat 20, I'm gonna make this bottle disappear. All right, now. Scratches his chin, kind of looks at you a little. He does have a kettle helm on. You can see his eyes narrow underneath the visor as he scratches his chin. Looks down at you for a second and goes, "Oh, I'm sure you have the best of intentions, but it's standard procedure to interrogate all parties or specifically, all parties suspected of being involved." Yeah, a guard takes Threus for extended interrogations in another room because he is not here today. One of the guards grabs. Excuse me while I check the fucking player because I forgot. Jicket, yes, thank you. Grabs Jicket by the elbow. Says, "Oh, it's all right. You're gonna come here with me. We're gonna have a fun little quick conversation about your potential involvement in crimes and whatnot that have been occurring. And we're just gonna go in here into the records room. That's all right." And Whisk is going to follow you. And last, but certainly not least, aside from these people who carry the unconscious people to a different room in order to interrogate them separately, one of them comes up to you, Charlemagne, and says, "Hey, it's all right. Just gotta follow me for a little bit. We'll get you some questions, figure out what's going on, because
I didn't do it. I told you. I swear. Tansy, tell them. Tell them I didn't do it. Tell. See,
okay,
you said
roll
I didn't.
persuasion, because this is not a lie, actually."
That is, yeah, it is the truth.
And do it with advantage, because I'll say he is assisting by saying I didn't.
I didn't do it. Please, I'm innocent, man. Triple homicide.
Dude, we're up to non-upple homicide.
Ooh, damn.
Sorry, 1 second.
That's a crit.
But
Gut.
yeah, he looks at you as you say that, looks back at Charlemagne and goes, "Well, that makes sense. You're both fine, upstanding citizens, and I know you participate at the circus together. I think you would probably be. If you want, you can both wait out here. We'll interview you together to see what's happened."
If whatever you poured is an alcoholic beverage, I recommend you don't drink it. 'Cause damn, you poured that for a long time. Jesus.
I don't consider
Thank goodness.
Windsor alcohol.
Okay. Understandable.
I might need to reassess that.
Now for the. As I'm getting unhandcuffed. Now for the true question at hand. How do we save the love of my life? Tansy, we must rescue her and invite her to the club.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
a GIF.
Yeah. I'll let you consider that as I put Alec back on the spot. As you have been taken into a separate room to be interrogated separately because, you you might be able to. Maybe you can fix her. Because, it's bad form to interrogate the suspects altogether. The guard, as you sit down, this is a record of some sort. You are surrounded on all sides by based meeting notes, more or less, receipts of sale, that kind of stuff. Whisk nimbly jumps up onto a shelf and begins laying down, making themselves comfy in the parchment. The guard pulls a loose sheet of parchment from one of the shelves. On the front side of it are some meeting notes from a council meeting a couple months ago. He flips it over and starts taking notes on the back as he interviews you. He does seem to be a bit older. He keeps his kettle helm on, but he tips it back up. His chainmail kind of clanks as he goes through and writes out your interview process here. And he's standing but leaning comfortably against one of the shelves. All right, the first question here is, why did you do it?
Do what exactly?
Oh, come on.
It's
You don't go to play coy. Everyone knows about town that you're, looks you up and down, a rough sort. Bit of a rapscallion.
I don't really. I have never been once called that type of thing, and I've been very much like. I'm a doctor, for fuck's sake.
I no need for that language. But, doctor, you say?
I don't like to make accusations, but like, I don't call people racist commonly, but we just started, and you already made accusations based on what exactly?
Well, it's just standard procedure. You come up on a crime scene, you're covered in blood. There's a lot of bodies all over the place. You say you're a
Cover the
doctor.
way.
All right.
Oh yes, only the ones on my hands, the ones that I do to address Tharius's injuries.
All right. All right. So let's look at it this way. If
Oh,
I
you
ask,
actually?
if I asked your cat if you killed people, what would the cat say?
I don't know. What would she say?
Is she a good kitty?
I think so.
Well, let's
She's always been
find
quite
out.
nice.
He looks around on the shelf he's leaning against, and he pulls out a scroll. Scroll of speak with animals. You watch as he opens it and looks at the arcane sigils and breathes into it, like blows air into the scroll as he stretches it out in front of him. The scroll seems to dissolve in his hands as an arcane, a green flowing energy connects him and Whisk. I'm gonna go ahead and roll something.
I like that about the new D, like the 5.25 whatever 24 rules, where they like, yeah, level 1 scroll is about 50 gold. So you're like, oh yeah, it would be possible for the town guard to have level 1 spell scrolls on hand.
Yeah, no, and it's also they clarified it that even non-casters can use scrolls to cast magic, which is like one of those things from that one everyone already was ruling it as, and two, Baldur's Gate just made popular. You watch though as his mind connects with Whisk's. You see Whisk and turn her head and watch him. She lets out a plaintive meow, and you see his eyes roll back into his head. He is standing stock still, like mouth agape, head tilted back.
You have looked into the voice of God. Yeah.
Don't do it to anyone, please.
What is your alarm?
My alignment?
Let me rephrase that. What moral failing does your character have? Are you prideful? Do you find yourself being envious at times? Do you find yourself being gluttonous? What sin is your character's pet sin?
I think it's a I'm trying to remember all the sins off the top of my head. Pride is definitely there, but he's very much willing to be humble about things. It's just when he is emotional, he's willing to be prideful.
Well, so it's like, what is it? Gluttony.
Well, like looking at his
Envy.
Lust,
backstory, the only
envy.
reason he
What are the 7 deadly sins do you partake
Lust,
in the
envy,
most?
Lust,
gluttony,
envy,
greed,
sloth,
pride,
wrath.
sloth, wrath.
Sloth.
It's pronounced
I think what he
sloth,
meant.
not sloth.
I feel like it's somewhere between pride and wrath, probably.
I mean, you did try to kill a lady based on very little evidence.
What lady are you speaking of? Are you talking about the one who literally murdered crowds of people?
The only woman
have
in
no
this man's
proof.
world.
You have no proof. We didn't see
The only
anything.
man.
We just saw a pile of bodies.
I saw the body. She admitted
You have-
to it. I
you have
confirmed it
circumstantial
3
evidence
several
at best.
times. She literally said, and she hit me with an and after I asked about the fucking bodies. She literally hit me with an and. You're hitting me like, well, that's not enough evidence.
Look, I was distracted. I couldn't quite hear what was going on. My heart was pounding too hard.
She literally hit me with, and what's your point? Type
The
thing.
camera- He saw her and like he missed everything because the camera zoomed out and "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" by Aerosmith started playing, so like he really couldn't hear anything else.
I quite literally asked about the bodies, and she just quite literally gave me an and type response.
Back on topic, as Whisk locks eyes or attempts to lock eyes with this man as he is standing petrified, his mouth agape, he opens his mouth and just says, "You are guilty not of any temporal crime, but watch that your wrathful capacity to fight and rage against the coming of death does not make you feel that you are better than the others. We all fight to death and postpone its impending doom for as long as we can. Never forget that you too will one day be embraced." Whisk goes to clean her paw as this man collapses to the ground.
No, I'm in a room privately with a guard, and now he's unconscious. Oh, fuck. It's gonna look bad. Do I have anything on me? I can wake him. Like, I want to make this.
You do see he has. Wait, sorry. What do you mean? I missed what you said.
Do I have anything on me to like wake him the fuck up or anything? I'm just sitting here like fuck. This is gonna look so bad if someone comes in.
That's up to you. If you want to give me a medicine check.
Medicine. All right. 11.
All right, cool. He's stable. With an 11,
Okay.
that's what you get. He's not.
He's not
Yeah,
dying.
I'm just
He's
standing there. I checked that he's just unconscious. I just look over at Whisk like, really?
He takes a deep coughing breath. He slowly pulls himself back up. Don't.
Are you right?
I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah, no, you're free to go. I have to go speak. He kind of mumbles and stutters his way through. He does reach over and scratches Whisk behind the ear and passes. says, "Yeah, I got all we need from you. You're free to go."
To like pass by Whisk, I like motion up for him. Like if he wants to, he can jump on my shoulder. I'm used to him up there.
Just steps gracefully onto your shoulders, and it's that sound that cats like. You know when you have an animal, or like a cat or a dog specifically, that is like sniffing right up in your ear, like what
Yeah.
that sounds like. It's that.
Nice.
And yeah, so while that's going on, back to Charlemagne and Tansy, as this guard is going to interview you guys together because you've succeeded, and so you corroborate this. And he also believes that you two are innocent. Yes, it's that noise. Joseph, all right. So just looking at it here, you got well, let's see. There's quite a few dead bodies in there. You know how they got there?
Not a clue. They were there before I got there.
Well, actually, you know what? That's probably a much better question to start with, which is, go ahead and walk me through. Give me your story. Tell me your side of the tale, as it were. How did this come about?
It was just the worst.
Let's go ahead and let's skip forward quite a bit here. Let's go ahead and say, why were you guys in the excavation site that day?
Well, I woke up. It was just a normal morning at that time. Began
Are
with
you
my
guys-
daily bath.
Are you guys attempting to deliberately delay and stall the investigation, or are you going to give a honest account?
I'm installing the investigation.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me either a persuasion or a performance check at advantage, as you two are really playing off each other very well to draw things out to buy time for yourself. You can.
Christ, is that your second crit?
But yeah, no. You are able to
It's my
draw.
second crit so far.
You are able to draw out this conversation long enough that you do see Jicket is going to be able to join you guys, Jicket and Whisk both, as the guard passes by and says, I need to, I got a lead I gotta follow up on," as he lies unconvincingly, leaves. Oh, no, not at all. We just know you're not the culprit, as it were, but we do need to find some sort of evidence, because, you know, there's a lot of townspeople. It's septuple homicide is what it is. We just need to find out what happened. So, I mean, it's very nice of you to tell me all about your childhood growing up and why it is that you're particularly afraid of the color ochre, but I do need to know more about the actual situation at hand.
Yeah, it's more your job as the police, guards, law enforcement. You gotta stop these ne'er-do-wells, don't you, good officer of the law?
I mean, that sounds about right. But, this is how we go about investigations and whatnot. We speak with the folk who might know something. Did you have any relation with any of the people who were found deceased within the cave there?
Given that I don't know who was down there deceased, no.
Did you see anyone or anything suspicious?
Suspicious. Suspicious. I did see a strange shovel, but that could just be my imagination.
What was strange about the shovel?
It's more of a spade than a normal flat end of a shovel. You'd be remiss to find such a thing in an underground ruin. Different types of shovels. So confusing.
Uh-huh. And he doesn't even write that down. What say you, my dear tiefling friend, Mr. He checks his notes. Wicket. What say you?
I mean, I'm being interrogated too here. I thought I was out of this.
Well, no, out of game. The difference between an individual interrogation and a group interrogation like this is one, a group interrogation is just worse for conducting an investigation. It also allows you guys to aid and assist each other, like on your checks for either deceiving or performing or for charming. Yeah, no, this is basically you guys have actually provided nothing of use for any investigation. You've not even proffered a possible killer, an alternative suspect. You do not know what the cultist and Alphalata, what their conversation is like, but you guys know what each other is saying. The other advantage of being in a group interrogation setting like this is when you guys come up with a story, you can corroborate it, and there's no chance of you guys coming up with a story that conflicts. Because, like, if you were altering, if you were in different rooms, for example, you could have stories that conflicted with each other, poke holes in your testimony. Yeah, who knows what Threus is saying?
That bastard.
Threus is throwing you all. I'm making a decision for the player
What was
character who's not here that he's throwing you all under the bus. Despite
All
the
of
fact
us.
that he also
You can touch it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Immediately, he got stabbed. Immediately. Oh no. Yeah. Self-defense implies that there was some kind of aggressive action. All I know is the action of love, and that's not aggressive.
Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe not for you, but I don't like to talk about this type of stuff at work. So, you commented, why were you were you all traveling together? Gestures at all of you vaguely.
Yes, I was following my love during her wild escapades.
Your
And,
love killed, like, God knows, the gods know how many people.
Check his
I
notes. 14! Plus, whenever we pull out of that pit.
again. Did you see her harm anybody? I think not, good sir.
She
I
quite literally
think-
confessed it to me.
That you attacked first.
Wait, we're doing that.
Did,
She literally admitting to murdering every single person in the pump house before any of this really
I heard
became a
no
thing.
such stories.
She
I think
literally
she
said
was
it
an
to our face.
innocent bystander who just got tangled up in a mess that she could not have possibly foreseen.
The conversation quite literally went, "Did you know about the bodies?" And she quite literally said, "Yes, and..."
I mean, her awareness of the situation didn't mean that she actually performed any action that would be considered harmful.
She more than condoned it.
But you admit that you did not see her commit such action. I believe
My apologies.
deep
Her
in my heart
her confession
she-
apparently was that.
is innocent of all charges possible in this situation, which I imagine would be none, good officer. None, I say.
Oh, you really are a performer, aren't you? Ah, well, do you, sir, Mr. Wicket, have any corroborating evidence that, right now we just have your testimony that you've heard her confess to these crimes. This counts as hearsay, but is there anyone who can corroborate that?
I can't get anybody that. Well, I mean, Tansy may, because she was actually probably paying attention to the conversation. But if that doesn't work, that's fine. That probably wouldn't be enough to work as well. But I also know that earlier in the day she forced the father at the Temple of the Dyad using something.
Forced,
She
you
forced
say?
him.
She merely asked.
I mean,
calming and
I'm not
reassuring
the only
tone.
witness. You can always ask the victim of said crime, and he can give you his own opinion. You can ask the father at the dyad whether or not the religious item that he had that day was stolen from him, or what was taken from him.
I believe it was not taken, but merely given. She merely asked for such a minor trinket from the father, and he was willing to part with it.
You really want to fix it, don't you?
She's not broken.
Sorry. I did not picture that as the response. She's not broken. Holy shit. I love that. That was really good. I'm sorry.
You're telling me Father Gert had something stolen from him? Well, I don't know about that. He hasn't reported anything missing, so we can go speak with him, but we'll find out.
Further evidence that there was no crime committed.
It's the same day as the crime was committed. It doesn't mean he's reported it yet.
To be clear, that's just evidence that no crime was reported, but I appreciate your zealous advocacy for the rule of law, or whatever, sir. This is entirely sensational and very unproductive. We will continue our avenues of investigation elsewhere.
I believe that if you cannot convict her of a crime, that you must release her into our custody of safekeeping.
Well,
If the ritual knife does not fit, it must exist.
Well, we'll discuss this with the lady in question. I guess at the moment, though, you seem to be
A trustworthy bunch, you would say, yes?
I was gonna say a zealous advocate. So if we need someone to zealously advocate for her, if none of the barristers would wish to take up her case, we will certainly contact you.
I do say you should just release her into our custody, just to be sure.
That's how it works. Keep up the good work, but we're not gonna do that at all. That'd be insane. But no, that's what it means to be a rock-solid barrister, so we're rock-solid at one. But yes, you keep zealously advocating for the person that... You mentioned you were following the love of your life. Does she know that she's the love of your life? Was she aware that you were following her?
Yes, of
Go ahead
course.
and roll a deception check.
This is true. She did notice that I was following her at the end.
That she know that she is the love of your life was the other thing.
You know, I'm
The
gonna use
crime
my
of
one
chance.
inspiration I've been sitting on.
It was a
Divided
crime.
into
I mean,
four.
technically, you're not lying because it's a crime of chance, not a crime of
It is
like
better than
it
a
was
four.
opportunity. It was a crime of opportunity, not of
Right,
you
right.
weren't following all day. Mhm.
In that case, we will go ahead and we'll keep you informed as to how her case shakes out. Uh, in the meantime, though, I wish you all a good day. You have a fantastic afternoon and evening, and sorry that you got all wrapped up in this. Septuple, octuple homicide is certainly not something the average person wants to see about their day, but them's the bones in Frostbreak. It truly is. So, you all have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you with the wife and the kids at the circus. Tomorrow, right? That's a weird way of saying that, but okay. You all have a good day. And hand me some of that popcorn as they walk away. For one of them scurries back because someone has to desk. So yeah, you guys are free to go about your business. To remind you that your business was to you have to find a smithy of some sort. Oh yeah. You guys could always ask around here, because I mean, if anyone would know where a smithy works, it'd probably be these guys, right?
Copper.
Oh, thinking about that. Oh, John Bristol might be able to help you. He runs the White Fang smithy up northeast of town. Follow the road past Tellin's trinkets outside of town there, and hang a left when you hear the sound of him smacking shit. Oh, it's not a problem. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. We're never gonna get that out. Yeah, you are given. If you look at your map, there is the White Fang Smithy, run by John Bristol, as a joke for me alone. Yeah. Inspiration if anyone can figure out what the joke is. But you guys are able to walk out of the city, and you leave the center of the city here. You guys were actually probably closer to here when you released. Across the way, the green from the Begonia Circus, as you guys walk past the university, past Tellin's trinkets, and outside the city, as it gets steadily colder and colder. By the time you leave the city walls, what was once a balmy, fucking 90 Fahrenheit slowly drops to below freezing as the roads become slick with the meltwater leading outside of town. The drain systems are never able to keep up with the amount, it seems. So you guys leave and you hear the sound of distant clanging. When you turn off down this alleyway, you see in the distance a man, particularly furry. He got long hair, a big bushy beard. He stands in front of his forge that is blazing hot. He stands in front of it, beating a plowshare into shape. Plows in this part of the world have to be particularly sturdy in order to cut through the permafrost. He is currently making something that's meant to be drawn by a massive beast as he smacks it into shape. He is currently wearing a overalls over a dirty old white shirt. Sweat stains and soot and ash seem to cover him. And in his smithy, he is outdoors and he is surrounded by hanging icicles that have basically formed from the heat from his forge, melting the snow on his roof and causing it to drip slowly down the side of his outdoor smithy area here. Hence the name. He turns to you as you guys approach. Oh, hello. It's good to see you. What can I do for you? I said,
She's looking to have a copper rod made. Not. She's just.
no, I'm not a stranger to double or even triple entendre. Yeah, no. Let's see here. You have a preferred length, width, diameters. You need a certain purity. Care about the state of the metal. He just said a copper rod. Well, who was asking for it? Usually, that's. Oh yeah, that fella. Yeah, no, the way that usually probably needs it for alchemical grade. So, yeah, we could do it for you. 20 gold pieces. And I can have that made up for you in about a little less than 20 minutes. Copper's real easy to work with. Oh yeah. Oh, by all means, go ahead. You paying for it? Uh, as he's now talking, he goes over to a chest where he opens it up, and inside are a bunch of old copper decorations. They have that same. Most of them are a bright coppery, that bright brassy copper color, but some of them are more blued with age and rust. As he begins piling them into a crucible and puts it over a roaring fire, as it begins to melt. Out of all the metals, the copper's usually one of the easier ones to work with, but hey, it's got alchemical reasons. It holds the arcane quite well for some reason. Energy. What's electricity? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Magical energy. There's there's a I don't know. In any fantasy setting, it's always a fun dichotomy of how much like what does scientific progress look like in a fantasy setting like this? Because like this man has no idea what electricity is, other than the thing mages shoot at each other, and maybe lightning, and maybe the thing that shocks him when he's like in a fur robe. But an actual like artificer would have a more like any, for instance, Jiggit might have a more complete understanding of natural sciences for being associated with the university. But yeah, this is a person who worked as an apprentice for all their life. Looks a little shaggy, as if he kind of walked in from a cabin in the woods, but probably not a lot of formal education as he begins melting this down as he prepares a mold for copper rod. Oh, I mean, it's a living. Yeah, no, copper's. Yeah, mage types always want copper, it seems. As he takes the melted metal and pours it in. It hisses and spits as the air bubbles work their way out. Now, this will be pretty hot for a bit, but just Take it outside for a good 10 minutes. It'll be safe to handle. So, I've been meaning to ask you, what's the deal with your circus? How long? I was under the impression you were a traveling act, and it seems you haven't traveled too far lately. Any reason for that? Yeah, I get that, I guess. Yeah, it's weird. I would have assumed you would have worked more at the frost holes or the springs than that close to the university. Any reason in particular that spot was chosen? It is pretty green. Yeah. Eventually, he does make the rod and hands it back to you. Most of this last conversation was taking place as he stands around with his arms crossed, watching that rod eventually cool down as it shifts from a bright red into a dull orange into the bright glowing yellow that you associate with freshly forged copper. He takes it out of the mold and hands it to you. A bit warm still, but you should be fine. Gonna say 20 gold. Alright, that's what you want, that's what you get. As he puts the plowshare he was working on back over the fire to get it heated back up. Alright, but it was fun chatting with you. Good diversion from the day. You all have a fantastic evening or afternoon. He squints up at the sky in its gray monocolor that it forms this time of year in this part of the world. Yeah, afternoon. Have a good afternoon. All right. Well, it seems you guys have gotten all your shopping done. Be it the plants you needed to pick up, Alec, for making a remedy for, I believe it was rock joint. No, he did get it. Like as like you guys went through and finished all your errands. So what would you like to do now?
I thought we split the gold before. Got it. Mhm. He has rattles, by the way. That's what he
Rattles. Thank you. It was the other fucking disease I stole from Skyrim.
said.
Yeah. Whisk, as you guys are leaving, runs out in front of the three of you, turns around, sits, and begins meowing at you all, like trying to get your attention.
I'm like always paying attention to Whisk, so
Do any of you speak Celestial?
No.
I speak the opposite, Infernal.
I think if you speak Infernal and hear Celestial, it just sounds like slurs over and over
Yeah.
again. And I think the same for vice versa. Uh, but
You called me a what? You dirty little knick-knack.
as Whisk meows at you guys, the icicles hanging around on the eaves of these homes, the window panes, it all seems to clatter together in a musical fashion, almost as if Whisk is, by the power of their meow, making what sounds like music. Whisk
There's lots of
hisses.
things I don't seem to know. There's a lot of things that I don't seem to know about Whisk nowadays. I thought I did. But she's been acting a lot more weird the last few days. I thought it was just coincidentally what was going on in the that dungeon area that we went to, but it hasn't seemed to stop since. She usually just did those things. She didn't really do those things before. It was mostly just her hanging around me and like kind of just reaping the benefits from having me around. From giving us salmon and treats and yeah. Yeah, really just being the natural cat. Yeah, she just cute little devil, as I call her.
I don't think she's a devil. If she's a devil, I think I would know.
I'm not. She's not really a devil. I just consider I call her a cute little devil every once in a while.
No? I mean, it's like calling a cat a dog, but sure.
Whisk suddenly hisses at something as a voice approaches from behind you. It is a young man's voice as he calls above like the quiet of the still afternoon. Oh, excuse me? Excuse me. You are the residents here? I did not mean to startle you. I had a question. It is a person wearing a traveling cloak with a overstuffed backpack as if they have come a long way. Their pant legs are tucked into their boots, tied around it in order to keep the snow out. It is covered in frost as if they've come a long way. Their face is frostbitten red. Not truly frostbitten, but just cold red. They have their hood up, a tight hat on their head, warmth in. They are clean shaven with a young, youthful face and solid brown eyes.
This person must be important. They have such a descriptor.
Sorry, I did not mean to frighten you, but I need to know. Wrong accent. Sorry. Uh, excuse me. I just need to know.
Shuffles his throat a little bit.
I'm a piss poor doppelganger. No. Excuse me. You have this is your living place, yes? No. These gestures at the whole city. You here live, reside, yes? I need a flower carnival.
Do I possibly know what he's talking about?
Yes. Uh, the Begonia Circus. Yes, that. Wunderbar. Thank you. As he trots, like comes up beside you guys. My name Duncan. Well, okay, I need to know. Is it someone who's just an absolute prick? Are they useless? Do they do their fucking job? I see. Okay. My favorite is I learned Naz's real name because I made an NPC with that name and he commented on it. That's how I learned his real actual Christian name. All right. Uh, as he walks beside you, his massively overstuffed pack seems to clank and clutter as he totters alongside you guys. He's he's cold. Yes. Co cozier. Ah. Uh, come. Yes. Yes. Comfortable. Yes. Uh. Sorry. What have you been named? Tansy. Oh. Also flower. Yes. And you? With the fur and many hair.
And nudge
I'm
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Ha!
I'm just
He's-
more like, what is with this person and his weirdness? I'm busy, man. I'm trying to save my love of my life, contemplating a plan for escape.
Ah, I like that play too. And you? He says, gesturing at Jicket.
Chicket Foth.
Jicket Foth. Thank you. Yeah, I'll follow you guys and will, as you guys make it back to the Begonia Circus, as he stumbles through, for lack of a better term, I don't want to say broken common. That's the, okay, this is off topic. I do not like how in D&D there is no separation by languages through like language is separated by race, not by region. I guess unless the implication is that races are separated by region, but like there's no like it's like like so we wouldn't say English is common, we just call English common because that's the common tongue we all speak. Like that's common to us. There's no like regional dialects, if that makes sense. I don't know. It is a minor complaint on my end. All right. In that case, could everyone go ahead and roll history checks at advantage? Charlemagne, you know a Carnesian accent when you hear it. Yep, the two of you recognize this to be someone a Carnesian accent, and I will go ahead and type that out so you can see how it's spelled. If I had the capability to put an umlaut in, it would be K-O with an umlaut over it, R-N-I-S-I-A-N. It is associated as an upper class accent in one of the cities that you find a lot of trade in. Let me see if I can find my notes because I want to make sure I get this right. In the Kerpkits kingdom. In the Kerpkits, the Carnesian accent, and specifically, it's a dialect that evolved over time because the lords and ladies of that particular realm were so segregated from the rest of the the pores, as it were, that they developed their own language, strongly influenced by gnomish cultures and customs, as the gnomes made fantastic house servants. Or at least so they thought. Yep. So it's a dialect that's a bastardization between Gnomish and Common, as it's called. Oh, if you know them both, you would be able to like, in the same way that someone who knows English can understand like 50% of what the Dutch say, you can understand pretty much what this guy is saying if he ever speaks his mother tongue. But the grammar might sound. I'm gonna make a note of the shit I said. Actually, yeah. This is Gnomish is German, Common is English, which means this guy is speaking Dutch. That too. All right. As you guys lead him through the city, as you pass by all the shops, he's looking around. Just Charlemagne. Give me an insight check. You're preoccupied mostly with trying to figure out how the hell are you going to get the lovely lady who did nothing wrong out of her current predicament. But you watch as keep an eye on this man because he's unfamiliar to you and inherently suspicious, and you can't help but think of the way Whisk hissed as he walked up. You watch him, and as he's rambling on and using very broken common to speak, he watches storefronts and alleyways. He is constantly assessing. He is constantly looking for routes of escape. You can tell he is looking for sight lines. He is looking for places for someone with a crossbow to hide. You recognize the diligent paranoia of someone who has frequently found themselves in life and death situations.
I mean, I already don't trust this person, but now I'm even more cautious.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, or it could be. Do you share your concerns with any other members of the party?
Who's he talking to right now? Tansy?
He's currently talking to anyone and everyone. He's just happy to be here.
So I'll probably like talk to Jiddick and be like, "What? Does that guy seem odd to you? He's obviously not from here, but I don't know."
Honestly, I don't really know myself. I only really thought about helping him out. I didn't really think if he had.
Okay.
Okay.
This person who I think is questionable, you think is totally upstanding, but the person who I think is totally upstanding, you think is a terrible person.
I treated her neutrally at first, remember? I didn't start it. I only defended it.
I'm gonna excuse myself for a quick second.
What the hell, Tansy? No, I'm kidding. probably have to like reach down and hit my side now I think about it. What are you, 4'6"? That was it, right? Okay, not even 6.
Damn. I guess what race are you playing? I guess. You know what? Oh, okay. I don't know
Like
if
a,
that's tall or not for a herring. I'm assuming
yeah,
they're a bit shorter than
it's
usual.
like a beast folk or something like that, but she looks like a bunny.
Yeah, a lot of with the new Dungeons and Dragons update, like you can choose pretty much if you want to be small or medium for most of the races.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Was there anything I missed that you guys feel that I need to be brought up to speed on?
Let's say no, just for,
Yeah,
for-
yeah.
Hmm. The math ain't mathin'.
Regardless, you guys eventually did make it to the circus where Duncan would excuse himself, saying, "It was very good to meet you all. I appreciate your help. I am going to, now that I know where this is, I will excuse myself and find lodging for the night, as I see there is no show this day." I look forward to it. I've traveled far for this. Thank you very much. He gives a very deep bow. It's courtly almost, where it's not just a forward, hinge at the hips type of bow, where he puts the one foot in front of the other. He gives a flourish with his arms. His left arm is outstretched as he bends forward, giving a very proper bow, which is made more impressive by the amount of weight he is carrying in his rucksack as he leaves you guys in front of the circus. The gate out front is keeping everything, making it so if you want to get in, you have to go through the ticket booth. The ticket booth is currently closed because there is no show today, but you guys are allowed to go in because you live here.
I look at Tansy and I'm just like, you know he's gonna try to kill Nemo, right? Eventually, one of these
Lance,
days.
Lance, go ahead. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration because that shit made me giggle.
He's got a gun, right?
Uh, yeah, as you guys enter like the circus grounds proper, a familiar puppy, not a puppy, it's a dog, but all dogs are puppies, runs up to you guys.
So true.
Sapienza, gives a short plaintive bark and walks in a circle and then sits down facing you and then kind of gestures with her head. He does a decent job of trying to remain stoic. Not a great job, but he's trying. As Nemo, you see Nemo comes around the corner of the tent. Says, great, wonderful. You all come here, everyone, please, quickly, quickly. Did you grab the things?
Yeah.
Copper rod, less scale.
All right. Come here, everyone, everyone. Sapienza, Charlemagne, uh, good friend Jiggit. Yes, you two. Come here. You take center stage for a moment. Everyone, come in, please, Sapienza. Such a good girl, come in. I need you all to go ahead and I will take the rod and the scale. We need to go ahead and perform a quick little ritual. I'm going to be performing the ritual. I am going to need your assistant, you too, friend Jiggets, assistance in the finishing the ritual.
What is this
Your
ritual
lack,
for?
I was about to say, your lack of curiosity does you credit. But then you had to go and ruin it by being precocious, you and your kitty cat. Well, this ritual is to summon a elemental and bind it to my will, so that it may perform for the good people of this city.
You know, it's common slavery.
It's not slavery if they never had free will to begin with. It's a elemental. It's the same way. It's not enslaving them in the same way that lighting a bonfire in one of these torches here is not enslaving fire. It's not a real person. It just looks like one.
That's how it always starts, Jicket.
I'm not.
Exactly! Isn't that right, Sapienza?
You just got your shave. You just got your shave.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good little girl who always does what she's told and doesn't question my orders? You are!
Damn.
Yes, you are!
She didn't have to lose her soul either to do it.
Think I'm going to abstain from this one.
Oh! If that's the case, you're more than welcome to leave my circus. We're not accepting visitors at this time. So if you're not going to be assisting with the functions of the circus, you don't have to be here. And you can let your friends perform this admittedly dangerous task by themselves. Oh, go on then, if that's the type of person you are, I won't stop you.
From the bottom of my heart, why don't you join the show? Run while you still can.
I look at at Whisk like he's fucking. I still haven't forgotten that Whisk hissed at him too.
Whisk is a good judging.
Whisk is a good judge of character. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm not helping you tame some beast or make it your pet. I'm not helping with that. Sorry, that's.
Well, if
Such a goody two shoes.
Sapienza, there, and he points to a spot opposite Whisk. And then if you, Tansy, could go ahead and come close to me, and then Charlemagne, stand over there, and he points at the other end, the center of the central ring. All right, well, you are more than welcome to leave. I already have a volunteer in the form of your kitty cat. And that is a good kitty cat, no matter how much it mugs me.
Just checking up on Whisk during all this. I'm not leaving without my cat, but like I'm also like, what the fuck is Whisk doing?
Whisk is currently cleaning themselves.
So she's cleaning herself. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. If I try to motion Whisk to come with me, what does she do?
It doesn't move.
Yeah, it's a very cat thing. I guess I'll allow it for now.
All right. Well, I'm going to begin the incantation. He flips the scale you guys retrieved like a coin, and it lands in the center of this ring here. Now, the first thing that's going to happen is, as this is a first-time breach of the elemental plane of fire, a sentinel will be summoned. So you will need to subdue, banish, beat into submission the sentinel before I may claim something from the plane. It is jealously guarded. I will be indisposed performing the actual ritual. You will be volunteered to help me with this by killing the elemental that will be summoned. Don't worry, all will be well. He begins chanting something, and do any of you speak primordial, specifically Ign?
Nope.
All right. Fun fact, actually, I was just bitching about this. Primordial does have regional dialects. There's like a dialect for wind, water, stone, and fire, which is. So anyway, he speaks Fire Nation from Avatar, and when he speaks, he opens his mouth, and it's less that he is speaking, and it's more the flames and the pillar and the briars around this central stage seem to crackle in unison with each other, as the roaring of flames and the crackling of fire seems to pick up in both volume and tempo. As he raises his hands, as he holds the copper rod high, he throws it in the air, and it lands perfectly upright in the center of the circle. It sticks there like he just landed the fucking bottle flip. As he continues to speak, the flames continue to crackle and grow. Could everyone go ahead and roll me Arcana checks? Chicken. You, it's weird closest, so you'd be best able to see this. Whisk is also doing something right now, which seems strange. But it seems like Whisk is doing something as part of this ritual too. It's like specifically Whisk. Okay. Sapienza on the other side of the central stage cocks their head and looks at Whisk funny, as you see Nemo continues to chant as flames from the four corners of the central stage begin to grow and rise. The heat becomes almost unbearable as the flames stretch out in between the corners towards the central rod. And you watch as the rod seems to grow with the heat. It begins to expand, and to your horror, it splits into two separate individuals. Could everyone go ahead and roll initiative?
Wow.
All right. As these two individuals basically split away from each other, they look at each other and nod. They are 6 foot tall beings of pure fire. Their armor, they are covered in arms and armor that seem to be made of pure like copper. It seems as if the copper has been burnished and melted into place. They look at each other and nod, like I said. A heat and light seems to emanate from them as they each hold smoldering warhammers. Tansy, you are up first. We will go ahead and begin combat.
She had to step out real fast. Can we skip her turn and just put her at the bottom?
She
Cool.
just hold her action or something?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d4 to see. There's 2 sentinels in a row. I'm gonna roll 2d4. Sapienza is 1. I'm working my way around to see who they attack. All right, Tansy and Tansy.
My.
All right, cool. I gave him a shot. As they come on either side of Tansy, this is what you get for not being here.
AC is 14.
So the first one with advantage misses. The second one hits once. 12 total damage. As when these guys walk up on either side, you watch as they work in perfect unison. When they walk, flame steps are trailed behind. They step on either side of Tansy and begin swinging wildly. She does her best to dodge out of the way, but some sneaks through. And further, she's going to take an extra 4 fire damage as the heat from these monsters surrounding her seems to cook her a bit more well done.
Yeah, she's down.
Well, I tried. Sapienza. Did I not? I didn't click the.
That's level 2 for you.
I mean, yeah, a spellcaster level 2 even.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty weak.
That's Sapienza. That's not a whatever that thing said. It's a Sapienza. Sapienza would come up behind this guy and attempt to bite. Ow! And do some damage. Sapienza bites into this azure. You see the heat begins to singe the fur around Sapienza's mouth, but it's all well, I guess. Charlemagne, you're up.
Oh no! I guess I have to be here to be flanking, right?
Yes, perfect.
What system are you guys playing in, by the way?
D&D 5.5.
Okay, 5.5.
The new 2024 rules.
Okay, because I don't remember flanking being a thing.
It's an optional rule that's not optional at all in my book, because making players care about their positioning on the battlefield is important, and flanking is a good way to incentivize that.
Does a 13 hit or no?
I think they used to have that in Pathfinder. I played a lot of that.
A 13 misses. A 20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and you do get your sneak attack.
No, 4 damage.
You're
As
not at any
you-
dex.
Tink!
What's up?
Don't you get the... No, I
Not with this
thought...
offhand.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that, my bad.
Yeah, as you sink a dagger into this thing, where you cut, you see flame begins to pour out of an open wound. Not a lot, but this thing is killable. Jicket, it's your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, the one they've been trying to get at.
All right, it is blasted. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 is the number, as from your hands erupts forth a magical energy. Basically, you do a good job of smashing into this thing, forcing it to topple backwards, a step backwards a bit. It's still standing and still a threat, but did damage to it. Is there anything in particular you would like Whisk to do?
I think it might be best that Whisk goes up there near the dog, whose name I'm Sapienza, and just kills the other one.
All right,
Kills
go
that
ahead and
one.
roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Whisk ignores you. Whisk is going to spend an action casting Cure Wounds. Well,
When the
I
hell
tried.
did that get on our character sheet? Jesus. Did I could believe it? Oh my god.
Rolled like shit, but oh well.
Damn, alright.
Tansy gains 3 hit points. Which is funny, because it's back to Tansy's turn. Hey, are you present yet? Alright, go ahead and take your turn. As you were battered by 2 separate individuals, but you were healed again so quickly, you're still standing. It's fine, don't worry about it. You weren't here, I'm not going to keep you. Alright, go ahead and make an attack. A 16 just misses. As you go to grasp this thing, it sees what you're doing and takes a step back and nimbly dodges out of the way of your attack. Alright. This little fella is going to stay here. And he is going to try to beat Charlemagne. He raises a hammer and goes to smack it down on top of you, Charlemagne. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Alright. I need everyone within 5 feet of the Azure to go ahead and take this much damage.
God damn.
Right. It is Sapienza's turn. Sapienza is going to go ahead and do the same thing by biting. Because it worked so well last time, and it kind of did. Sapienza continues to bite and gnaw, ignoring the pain that comes from teeth grating against pure elemental fire. I am going to hit the dog as this guy turns around and tries to beat a dog. This does hit the dog.
How dare you?
Sapienza is wounded, but not killed. As a pitiful whine, just I'm gonna try to do that. Whatever. You guys know what a dog yelp sounds like as they are injured. But everyone within 5 feet of this one is going to take another damage. Which means, all right. So this means, Pansy, you are going to take 1 death save failure.
Jesus.
As everyone takes 10 fire damage.
I'm down.
All right. Let's see here. Whisk is still standing, but injured. Not bloodied yet. Sapienza is very much bloody. Charlemagne, roll me a death save.
That shouldn't have been an advantage, so that's a failure.
All right. You continue to feel heat scorch away at your fur. Jicket.
I'm gonna do Whisk's turn first.
Okay.
Same old attack.
Yeah, that's probably smart. You might want
Where's-
Whisk to go somewhere where they have advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Have them
Jeez,
stand on
I
top of
don't-
Charlemagne's corpse. Sorry, still living body.
Yeah. I forgot to put up the event. Oh no, it is set up 17.
17, just go ahead and roll damage. 10 damage total. Yep, this being of pure elemental fire is slashed and hit with radiant damage as Whisk gives a cat-like hiss. It seems to be very close to death. And then your actual.
And Tansy has one death failure?
Correct.
Jesus. Then I guess I'll use that 30 feet of movement and go over here and use one use of my healing healer's kit on Charlemagne.
All right.
Problem is I feel like this is going to be an up-down scenario. You're going to heal me and bring me up. The problem
That
is
actually is a good
they're
point.
going to have their turn before my turn, and their AoE is going to immediately put me back down.
That's actually a good point. Can I have not done that? If that's
Yes.
alright? I would have earlier I was right here. Shit. I wouldn't even be able to do well in melee as well. I guess I can place my cards on helping Tansy here.
The best way to help would probably be to kill one of these so that it doesn't have the opportunity to just do a blanket AoE causing immediate death save.
Then I guess I probably would have stayed there and taken a shot at the one that we've been severely wounding.
All right, that works. In 18 hits, go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that's right, you do have agonizing. All right, cool. That's enough to put this thing down. You watch as when it dies, it never lived. As you put this bolt of eldritch energy through it, you watch as the corpse turns back into liquid copper, slowly falling across the floor as it seems to form what looks like to be half of that rod you guys got earlier.
Huh?
Tansy, go ahead and roll a death save failure. Sorry, a death save check. Yeah, you don't have to fail if you don't want. All right. It's this guy's turn. He is going to try to stand protectively between you and friends or something else. As he comes up on you, is going to try to beat you to death with a hammer. It's a 19 hit.
Does a 22 hit?
It's
19 will
22
hit.
does hit. Yes, go ahead and roll damage. And I'll roll damage too. Fuck you. 13 damage, 2 of which is fire, so you can have that.
Oh yeah. Right. All right.
And then he's going to end his turn there, which means you're going to take a little bit of damage. Half of 1.
Does that count as 0 or okay?
Just 1. It is Sapienza's turn. Sapienza sees a stick and is going to pick it up. And is going to now rush over here to give you advantage. And is going to attempt to bite this gentleman with advantage. Just barely hits. It's impressive seeing a dog bite with a stick in their mouth, but it's possible. Charlemagne, give me a death check. That is a second failure. Charlemagne, what is Charlemagne's happiness?
The war was a large tiefling woman.
I knew just something like this.
Charlemagne lives in the moment. Jicket, it's your turn.
God damn it.
9 lives live in 9 seconds at a time.
Yeah, the odds that I can't survive another round against this thing. But alright.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Sure. Arcana. Even if it misses, I'd still lose. Jesus Christ, close this damn thing.
That rod probably has ritual significance.
Probably is, yeah. Can I move over as Jicket and move as Whisk?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Rend at advantage. Oh, 15. Misses. Yeah. Um, I guess fuck it. I'll cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Yeah, DC 13 saving throw.
What type?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Well, it's probably all she wrote for me.
Tansy. All right. It's the Sentinel's turn. The Sentinel is going to try to beat your cat to... Whisk is on
Shit.
death's door. And I need all of you to go... Whisk is still standing barely. So is Sapienza. But... and then you're going to take
3,
one.
is that going to be 2? Okay, 1.
1. Yep.
Okay.
Sapienza is going to bring the stick to you and is going to attempt to bite through the whatchamacallit. And misses. Charlemagne. That is a success. As you lay there, blood pouring from your body from horrific burn wounds, you look up and you see Nemo with a shocked expression on his face as he continues to chant in the crackling language of the primordials. Jicket, it's your turn.
Whisk Rends
Okay.
at advantage. 22.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. That is enough to kill this Asian. Or Azer. That's unfortunate. Alright. It is still your turn. You're out of combat, but you have allies. As Sapienza is going to pick up the rest of the flowing copper off the ground that forms the stick. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
He's gonna rush on over. How are those saves looking for both of you?
Roll. No, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Alright.
You get
I
roll a
think that's
medicine
it.
check.
Do I get advantage for being like a doctor or anything? Or
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't have that set up originally, so 22 or okay, I'll
Alright.
take
You are able to accurately assess the condition and start performing triage. How are you guys looking as far as saves and fails? Now you may speak.
2 failures.
Okay, goddamn. Tansy? Jesus Christ. So, no matter what I choose here, no matter who I choose, one of you is gonna have to make a check. Choose what?
No, choose Tansy! No, choose Tansy! Do the responsible thing. Choose the one who deserves to live. We're just sitting here batting at each other. No, you live. No, you live.
Did you say that? You said that. I have luck on my side. That's exactly what Lady Luck abandons you. Jesus Christ.
Do Tansy.
You want?
Do it! Be a man!
Yeah, Brian's really hitting me with that.
Be
What
a
is,
man!
what-
Do
what
the
is-
He's right.
responsible thing!
Wouldn't double rabbit's feet be like a double negative though?
Dude, I'm, I'm gonna go with. I just want to flip a coin or something. I feel bad, but like, uh, yeah. One is Charlemagne, 2 is Tansy.
Imagine in the middle of a fight, he's just like, I don't know. He pulls out a coin.
Some two-faced shit going on.
Yeah.
Who lived?
Who gets to live and who gets to die? All right. I heal Tansy. 2 is Tansy and 1 is.
Do you, when you heal her, is it giving her hit points back, or is it just stabilizing?
You have a hit die left, right? Then yeah, it is getting her hit point.
All right. In that case, Tansy, go ahead and roll a hit die. Get that much health back.
You
And
could
then
try
it's
to
your turn.
stabilize him. If you're good enough at. Do you believe in your medicine? Tansy?
You're a sorcerer. You only get d6s. Yes, but as you pop back up with 5 hit points, popping back up's a bit of a stretch. As you come to with furiously agonizing pain, as you feel you are covered in 3rd-degree burns. Life is awful at the moment, but you look over and you do see Charlemagne is also on death's. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
You get 2 more on top of that 5. Just letting you know.
So to stabilize another party member, it is a DC 10 medicine check. On a success, you stabilize them.
Pretty much, we're gonna roll on a feeling.
Do you have a
I'll-
bonus? Your medicine? Do you have a bonus? I mean, that's better than him
I'm
rolling just a
rolling
regular
it!
d20.
I live.
Technically, it was better. Yeah. Alright.
For future reference, Alec is correct. Nothing is lost by you attempting to stabilize him.
Yeah. You, I mean, he gets no bonuses when he makes a death saving throw. You get a bonus when you make a rest medicine check. so, so you got a +1. He got plus nothing.
But Charlemagne
Statistically speaking.
clinches his eyes shut as he thinks very hardly. He's able to pass. I assume, Jicket, you stabilize him?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Jacob's like, nah, I'm gonna let him roll again. he's got a 50-50 chance.
As you guys slowly come to, as Nemo has finished his ritual. Ah, well, that was unexpected.
Fuck you!
There was not supposed to be two. That was weird. But you all succeeded. So, good job. You should all go and get some rest. We have a big show tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and get the new thing sorted. You all look like you need some rest. That's fine. We don't have to worry about it. You just focus on. Go ahead and leave.
You make it sound like he's gonna give us a choice.
For future reference, you should speak to Bigsby. He can teach you all how to wear armor a bit better than the way you currently are not. That would help with the whole dying in combat, and I can't have my star performers burning out. Haha, there's a pun, see? Stepienza takes the cop. Yes, thank you, Stepienza. Why don't you go to your trailers and get some rest? I'll have some. I think. I think maybe Hattie would know how to help some of the burns, maybe? She knows quite a bit. Alright, well, I'll leave you to it. Outside, the two of you hear Whisk meowing pitifully. Whisk, kind of comes around you, Tansy, and like tries to kind of herd you over to the center by her. And she's meowing for Charlemagne.
Can I use both my hit die to heal, or is it only one?
I think it's just one.
Eh, not necessarily. Not necessarily. So, is it one die, or can I use both?
I think it is just one.
Tansy, how long have you known that man? That gnome? Does he actually care about you? And you're still here because I used my medicine. I used my kit on you. Because I saved you. There's a wait, what?
Whisk
No.
Whisk rushes back into the tent and begins meowing in front of Charlotte, trying to get you to follow her out.
You know that there's a life that isn't at the behest of him. You know, you're
Whisk sits down in between the three of you and, like, throws her head back and lets out a horrific sounding cat howl. Each of you feels a burning sensation along the inner portion of your bicep as you are all being blessed by the elemental plane of fire, because Whisk kind of hijacked that ritual for themselves.
that's my girl.
You can cast, so once a day, you guys can cast the spell Burning Hands without expending a spell slot. Like, as the cat throws their head back and yowls at the sky, it's still mid-afternoon, yowls at the sky, you see sparks begin to flicker out of their mouth. As the sparks grow more and more, they flow and follow and touch you all, and you all feel this blessing be branded upon your skin. As when you check where the brand lands, you see a stylized image of fire as three squiggly lines in a vertical orientation on your skin. Whisk also gets this.
Are there other rituals that you have done for him? Say again? At the risk of your own life. And there's no apology, no. Right. Um, Maybe we can talk about this later. I have to go home. I have a patient to see to. Have a good day and night or whatever it is. No, you're all right. Go and relax. You you earned it. I may stop by her at some time.
It's a lot.
Have a good day.
Whisk, yeah. Whisk follows you home, Jigit, with a certain pep to their step, as despite how close they are to death, they have.
Both of us are. The both of us are at 1 HP. Like we won that fight by the skin of our teeth.
I'm gonna go ahead
If it-
and. It feels good,
It-
almost causing a TPK.
Yeah, if it hadn't been, if that aura at the end there had been anything above a 3, I'd be dead.
All right. As you wander back home through the city streets, it's only mid to late afternoon. You are able to healing your friend and your landlady, and is trivial, nothing to worry about. As you have the actual medicine you require, she's still awake, currently cleaning some dishes. Show up.
Before I even get back, I don't want to worry her, so I probably I'll use like prestidigitation on myself to like clean off the blood, and I might have some herbs on me that I can use as painkillers to help at least suppress. I'm at 1 HP. Yeah, he does not want to show it off too much, or yeah.
You begin chewing willow bark as you go, like trying to get the pain-killing properties. But as you walk in, you look clean. You're doing your best to hide your injuries. She looks up from the cleaning she's doing. Oh, it's fantastic. Good. I'm glad to see you. Alan's not doing the greatest at the moment. What did you get what you needed?
Yes. I have it right over here. Like goes over to the wheelbarrow.
All right, go ahead and give me a medicine check with advantage as you go in to Al's room where he is currently sitting. He's laying down, sleeping, and when he breathes, it is a rattling breath. He is clearly heavily congested. It's a respiratory illness. Go ahead and give me a medicine check with advantage to treat this condition.
Advantage.
How about a ginger eye call, honey?
17.
Yeah, 17. You're able to make your necessary poultice, and you are able to get it into a honestly, it was a 17, a pretty palatable medicine. It takes some time, but you eventually kind of gently shake him awake and have him drink it. You have him drink half of it. The other half you set on a small candle to boil away so that this room will be filled with a vapor that would be good for him to breathe. You shut the windows and you put a small cloth underneath the door so it kind of traps it. You're basically hotboxing him with medicine.
Yeah.
And you close
I got
the
it,
door.
like breathalyzer type stuff. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. You close the door as you leave. It takes some. You know it'll take some time to take effect. You inform Carrie what's going to happen, how long it'll take, and what the expected treatment outcome, any side effects that may occur. For the most part, the treatment is pretty benign. Some people do have an allergic reaction to it. Sometimes people's eyes get irritated by having that much steam, that that much activated steam in place at once. Since they are reptilian in nature, he might have a reaction in the scales where he might feel some irritation. But these are pretty rare. But a medicine without side effects is a medicine without effects,
Yeah, true.
and you're able to get settled away, which is good because you feel yourself slowly like beginning to fall apart as you are extremely tired. Let's cut back over to the circus goers. Charlemagne, what are you up doing in this moment where you've escaped death by the skin of your teeth? If you believed in the superstitions, you'd be counting off another one of your 9 lives. What does
Fucking
this evening?
doors, fire elementals. I need the love of a good woman. I must go save my princess locked away in the tower called the
Don't we all?
guardhouse. Time to get myself some rope and a grappling hook and
Would you like to either make inquiries or to ask and send for inquiries about how the case against her is going?
sure. I was just gonna try to break her out of jail.
You're able to send off, you find some kid looking to make a quick copper, and you say, hey, go ask about this lady at the courthouse, and he runs off like it's Oliver Twist. He comes back and says, they thought I was crazy, sir. They didn't know anything about the lady.
She's escaped. Like I knew my love would. Now to go find her.
Okay, Boomer, you have fun simping after her, as this Gen Z or street urchin walks off.
Okay, Boomer.
You are still very close to death as well.
No, if I got one of my hit dice back, I'm back at 9.
You
Yeah.
Just don't trip.
I'm curious what the joke is, Alec.
Charlemagne, if his girl disappeared. Honestly. I was just picturing this motherfucker would go on some type of journey just for this woman. It would not be a chill journey. This would be one fraught with pain and suffering.
This is turn from a rescue mission to surveillance. Must locate her
I say it again.
so that she's
All
protected.
good I was about to say, I'll say it again. All good relationships start with a moderate amount of stock. Uh, gently sidling past those implications. Tansy, how do you spend the evening? Okay. Hattie would go on. Guys, the two of you eventually find time to fall asleep and begin your long rest. In the middle of the night, you are both awoken by a horrific screaming noise as someone starts screaming bloody murder. Literally, those words, bloody murder. There has been a bloody murder. As guards are summoned, as someone shrieks through the night, breaking the stillness in the dead of morning, right before dawn. You don't recognize the voice, but you do recognize the panic. Someone has died. Back to Jicket. Jicket, as you sleep, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Five. I forgot to turn advantage off.
You are struck in the middle of the night by a shrieking
I'm gonna say a
voice.
smooth criminal.
Someone who is hysterical, screaming into your thoughts and your dreams. Just one phrase, "We had a deal!"
And is this the voice that I know?
Yes, you recognize it. Yep.
It's angry at me.
Yeah,
I kept my end of the bargain.
barely.
Barely, yeah. It is barely. That is true. That's not my choice.
You awake pretty early in the morning, knowing you have almost angered or caused distress to someone or something. It's hard to tell. That you really shouldn't anger or distress.
Yeah, not to do that.
And that is where we're going to go ahead and end today's session. I would like everyone to go ahead and level up.
Thank Christ.
That puts you at level 3?
That was a full rest, right? Yeah,
Yes.
it puts us at level 3.
Right. Yeah, you guys have to make fun subclass decisions now. What are you guys thinking?
I already know what I want.